Hi, I'm Michael Senoff, founder and CEO of HardToFindSeminars.com. For the last 5 years, I've interviewed the world's best business and marketing minds. Now my challenge is to build the world's largest free resource for online, downloadable audio business interviews. I've learned a lot in the last 5 years, and today I'm going to show you the skills you need to survive.
You can't screw around with the public today when you're going out there and selling, man. You've got to have something almost that people can't live without. You got to understand something about America and the world today. People are worried, they're scared to death, they are preoccupied, they're working 2 jobs just to make the rent. They're not going to shell out money for philosophy. They will shell out money to get skinny, to look younger, to have more, to save their lives, and so forth.
Get ready, because you're going to really enjoy this recording. This is from one of my favorite marketing teachers, Mr. Gary Halbert. He's speaking at the Direct Mail Boot Camp put on by Bill Myers in the early 90s.
I have a saying that you should concentrate on selling the foxes and don't worry about offending the dogs. A variation of that is that you should put your money where your prospects really are. And once a person, a man or woman has said, hey, I'm interested in that, then go after them. That's where to spend your money. The other things are, what offers should you make? Nothing can make a difference as sweetening your offer. You know, I'll tell you one thing that would make, I'm going to tell you something that would make most of the people in this room with a product puke, to put it delicately. Run an ad for your product and give it away, offer it free. You will be surprised how few orders some of these screwball product ideas will get, even if you offer them free. So there's a point I want to make with that. It doesn't matter what the offer is if you're trying to sell something that somebody doesn't want. And I'll tell you, the worst kind of conversations I have with people, and I try and be civil because I'm just naturally a really nice person, people, they just think I love this conversation. Hey, Gary, I got a great idea. I know you're going to love this. When I explain this idea for you, you're not going to want me to become a client. You're going to want to be my partner, and you're going to want to finance this ad, and you're going to and I'm going to let you finance the ad, and I'm going to let you write the ad, and I'm going to let you fill the orders, and I'm going to split the money with you. The very last product that someone talked to me about that was the day before yesterday. It's a guy most of the people in the room know I'm not going to embarrass him. But the guy calls me and says, I know you're busy, Gary. You know, you're at home and I know you value your privacy, but I've tracked you down. I got to talk to you. I got this hot product idea. I said, well, what is it? He says, you remember the Ouija board? I said, yeah. He says, I'm going to come up with a Ouija board with numbers 1 through 44. And we're going to sell it to all the people who have no money, who play the lotto. Get that? Sell it to all the people who have no money so they can figure out how to win the lotto with it. So, I was nice to him. Okay. What selling formula? There is a multitude of selling formulas, but once again, I guess I'm harping on something here. And I think the safest selling formula, it's not the only one, it's not the best for everything, but the safest selling formula is a 2-step ad, or a small lead generating ad, followed up by a multi-page direct mail letter. Ted Nicholas said something that everybody in the business with experience knows is true. And that is, the fresher the name, the higher the response. Well, there is no name that's fresher than the one that answered your ad in Entrepreneur Magazine or the Wall Street Journal yesterday and you got the letter today. That's as fresh as it can be. Oh, by the way, speaking of fresh names, if you had 1,000 names come in today and you mailed your pitch to these 1,000 people, and let's say you got an X% response, do you know that if you wait till tomorrow to mail it, you'll get X minus a certain amount? And if you wait 2 days, it'll be minus more, and 3 days, it'll be minus more. As Bill Myers said, you've got to sell these people when they are in heat. I can't say what I was going to say. But once someone gives you the indication that they are interested, you want to jump on them with both feet, and you want to do it as fast as you possibly can. You should have, I do hundreds of what I call headline cards. These are 3x5 index cards. And every time you see a news article or a headline or an ad with a good headline, you should write this down. And I shuffle them like cards, and when we're having creative sessions, we'll just throw them out. And it's funny how that will click off ideas to you. You know, it is impossible in the course of an hour or even a week to give you everything that you'd need to know about any part of direct response. And so what I try and concentrate on are what I call safe bets, the safest bets. That's what you want. And the last one, you know, when it comes to format, I think the safest bet you can have is a direct mail letter with not a brochure. If at all possible, you want to avoid putting brochures in with your letters, but with an ad and say, by the way, here's an ad written, or here's an article written about me by a former client. These are all techniques and little secrets that will put the odds on your side. Most of the time, when I am, or any of the other speakers here are talking to a room full of people, the biggest thing we have to vacuum out of their heads is their creativity. Because you don't want to be creative, you want to be rich, I think. And those two things are not synonymous. Some of the most creative people in the world are on welfare. When I had the coat of arms company, when I was still half owner of that, I did a full-color, 72-page little catalog, or 72-item catalog. And we mailed that out, and we lost money. Then I did a sales analysis of all 72 products and put them in rank order. And I took the top 3 products and put them in a brochure, and we mailed it to our customers, and we broke even. And so then I took the top product, eliminated the other 2, and sent a photograph of it with a direct mail letter, and it brought in tens of millions of dollars. So what you want to do is sell one thing to one person at one time. You don't want to attempt to sell more than one thing at a time. I wouldn't use voicemail to do anything. If you want to do business with me and you got voicemail, I'll never talk to you.
Hi, it's Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. You know, many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at HardToFindSeminars.com. So go right now to HardToFindSeminars.com, and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching.